the bubbler. Let's talk about this. Everybody's talking about this. Really, really interesting. NTSB comes out yesterday and says that we should ban phone use in the car, period. That's not just on your phone or handheld things. So texting, emailing, using a cell phone at all while driving, they say, is simply too dangerous to be allowed anywhere in the United States, recommending all states impose a total ban, except, of course, for emergencies. They don't have the authority to create these laws. That was just a suggestion that came out yesterday. Pretty guts. I mean, that's pretty strict. We were talking a little bit about it this morning. I'm all for it. I would be an offender. I'm terrible at it. I admit to it. Listen to this. At any given moment last year on American roads and highways, nearly 1 in every 100 car drivers was texting, emailing, or surfing the web, or otherwise using a handheld device. That was up 50% over the numbers the year before. Wow. So we're doing it, and we're doing it more often.
Yeah. And wasn't there a crash where a kid had taken 11 texts in 11 minutes?
This is, 11 texts in 11 minutes right before the accident.
Yeah. How are you even watching the road?
Well, you're not. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We have a viewer, Tom, who wrote me today, who said, just in case you guys might be talking about this, he does some motorcycle driving instruction, and he was saying that there's this book that talks about the fact that no one ever actually thinks it's going to happen to them until they have a reaction where there's evidence that this really does affect you. And I mean, I remember when I was first learning how to drive, and I got the first time I was in my dad's Toyota truck driving to school, and some friends of mine were on the sidewalk, and I was like, hey, and then I kind of went off the road, and I was like, oh, I better hold on, you know? And that was just because you were waving to people. But I'm with you, Nicole. I do it a lot, not texting or anything, but talking on the phone, and I even have a headset. I know, I get a lot of work done, but I can say that maybe for that 22-minute drive in, to and from, I can put it down. Yeah.
And you know what they say? There's a lot of studies that show even using the hand, the no hands device is just as distracting as holding up being on the phone.
Well, you think about some of the emotional conversations that you have.
But what if you have that conversation with somebody in the car? Yeah. You know, like, what's the difference between in the car?
That's true.
Like, okay, you have a passenger there, because I've seen people fighting. You know, where you see, you've seen that kind of stuff. Or when you're singing to a song on the radio.
It is different, though. When they're in the car with you and you're having a conversation or you're singing along to the radio together, I do feel more focused than if I'm having to take a phone call or make a phone call.
Plus, they're going to go, hey, don't hit that. There's two of you.
That's true. Maybe that's it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Also, there is some kind of courage or something that happens when you are not face-to-face with a person. You can say all kind of things. We've seen it in the media muscle and on the phone. So if they're in the car,
more fired up,
maybe you're a little more focused on the conversation, more civil. You don't maybe take it so far.
I'm an offender, I'll admit. I'll send a text or do the thing, I'll do it. But again, you know, I'm all for this. And how often do you drive and you come up on somebody who is like, what are you doing? You're going like 20 miles over, not paying, and all of a sudden they're on their phone or they're sending a text and you're like, really? You know?
And you want to call them in.
Yeah.
Of course, then you're offending while you're doing it. There's this woman beside me.
Right,
exactly.
Like, what are you doing right Unless you have your headset on. I know.
I know. See, I don't know.
I can see it.
I hope it doesn't happen, though.
You hope it doesn't?
No, because you know I don't get good reception at home, so that's my office. That's where I get.
Can you pull over and talk in a parking lot?
Yeah. What?
Maybe you could go to like a breakfast place.
I hope so too. Maybe we have to take it seriously.
Yeah, I think we have to take it seriously.
There's people that you know. I mean, this is more dangerous than being drunk behind the wheel for somebody. There's been studies, you know.
They actually say that you're actually a worse driver talking and texting than you are if you're
I'm not for the texting.
Sometimes.
I mean, that's illegal anyway.
Right.
But
but
you know, receiving a phone call is like
it'd be difficult for you to give that up. Yeah. I would like it. I would like us to step up the requirements to get and maintain your driver's license in general. I think we should be retested every several years.
No,
I think we should make it easier to lose your license. If you are a distracted driver and you are dangerous to me and my children, or if I'm dangerous to you and your kids, we shouldn't be out there. It's a privilege, not a right.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It is.
We all agree. Let's move on.